Hello friends, welcome to our channel, and today we are going to talk about three stocks, out of which two stocks have already given a breakout on the chart, and we are waiting for the breakout for the third stock. These all three stocks are related with the schools and colleges. Recently there is a news where they are saying the schools and colleges are reopening. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe and do not forget to hit the bell icon. So let's start with the news. Here they are saying Delhi schools are reopening for classes 9 to 12, and that will be starting from Feb 7. Along with that, UP school colleges will also reopen from Feb 7. If you look at overall school and colleges reopening, they are saying Tamil Nadu, Punjab, West Bengal, and Maharashtra all over the school and colleges are reopening with their new rules in person classes. Okay, so let's start with the stock. So our first stock is Schand. It's a small cap company with a market capital of 407 crore and latest closing is at 120.55. PE ratio is negative minus 62.95, whereas sector PE is also negative minus 438. If you look at the daily chart, this is the daily chart of Schand, and what do we see over here? After giving the high levels of 147, the stock is in continuous downfall. Here I have drawn this resistance trend line, and here is a support trend line. So whenever the stock touches the resistance, the downfall or the selling pressure or the profit booking comes over there. And here if you look at this support trend line, the stock has consolidated over here and made a base of 105 over here. And now recently the resistance trend line has been broken out, and it gave a breakout. After that it retested the support level. So the resistance trend line, which was acting as a resistance, now it is acting as a support. So breakout, retest, and the bounce back after that, and it's going for the target. So what are the target? So first target, if you look at this resistance trend line, that would be our first target, which is almost like 125 to 127. And in today's intraday, it has almost touched 127 and it came back to 127 see, because this is a resistance, so again we can expect selling pressure or profit booking over here, and same thing has happened for today. It almost touched 127 and the closing was done at 120. So what's next? See, now the immediate support would be 117 over here, because it has consolidate over here. And if you look at the major support, the major support is here at 105. So now what can happen from here? It may come down to 117.50 level, and again it can give a bounce back with the target of 127.50. And if this level sustain over here, then the next target can be seen, which is 135, because the next resistance for the stock is 135. And if from mid to long term basis the stock sustain over here 135, then we can see the long term target, that is 147.50, because the next third resistance would be over here, which is 147.50. So as of now the supports are 105, the immediate support would be 117 with the target of 127, 137, and then 147 to 150. The next stock is Kokuyo Camlin. Kokuyo Camlin is a small cap company with a market capital of 676 crore. Latest closing is at 69.25. PE ratio is negative minus 44.59, whereas sector P is positive 70.30. So this PE ratio is really low compared to its sector P, which makes it very undervalued stock to Kokuyo Camlin. If you look at the chart, this is the daily chart of Kokuyo Camlin, and similar to the other chart, this is also making a triangular pattern, but this is a symmetrical triangle pattern. So this is this resistance trend line, and here this is the support trend line. Every time it touches the resistance trend line and it falls, and whereas whenever it touches the support line, it bounces back. Okay, so now it has given a breakout of this symmetrical triangle pattern, and our immediate resistance is at almost 71. So this would be our immediate resistance, and in today's session it almost touched 70 and given the closing of 69.20. So what can happen over here? 71, this can go till 71 and again it can fall back, because there is a resistance or profit booking may happen over here. Even if it comes down, this resistance trend line would act as a support trend line, and it again, if it comes down and if it retests, this resistance would be support, and again it will bounce back with the target of 72. And if it sustain over here with 72 level, then the next target of 78 would be seen from mid to long term over here. The third stock is Navneet Education. Navneet Education is a small cap company with a market capital of 2049 crore. It's a publishing company and it has given a closing of 95.35. PE ratio is 37.57, whereas sector PE is minus 19.60. Let's look at the daily chart. So if you look at the daily chart, here this is the resistance trend line, and every time it touching the resistance trend line, it is falling down. As of now, there is no breakout, no uptrend over here, because here this was the support for this stock and it has broken the support and it came down to the level of 86, and now it is trying to pull it up, give a bounce back. But this support which was acting as a support, now this is acting as a resistance for the same stock. Okay, and along with that, this resistance trend line is also acting as a resistance or selling pressure for the stock. So until and unless this stock doesn't move up over here, the stock will have to give a breakout from this resistance trend line, and after the breakout it will have to sustain the levels of 100 and 102. So if it sustain here 102, then only we can see the uptrend rally with a target of 114. And if it sustains 114, then we can see the long term target of 122. As we see, the schools and colleges are reopening. As long as they are open, there is no problem with all the stock. But if there is any new wave comes in, then again the same issue will happen. The school and colleges will be closed and the same effect will be shown on the stocks. So look after all this indicators or the news related with the school and colleges. As of now, there is nothing new, no new wave will be coming, but this is just a disclaimer. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, I would request you to please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you so much.